Alright guys, so welcome to the Faceless YouTube automation class or training. So I'm sure you can all see me right now and you can hear me. So if you are seeing my face for the very first time, which I am sure most of you are not, but if you eventually see my face for the very first time, my name is Siaka Mamojimo, but people call me Coach Ishaq. My student, my business partner, people that know me, they call me Coach Ishaq, and what I do is I teach people, I coach people about how to make money online. I make my money 100% from online, okay? Now, in the last couple of months, in the last 24 to 30 months, I've helped over 450,000 people on TikTok. I show them exactly how to gain financial freedom and how to make money online. So today you have the opportunity to actually attend this private section with me, where I'm going to be showing you exactly how to start making an average of $2,000 every single month with YouTube automation. Now, the amazing thing about this faceless YouTube automation is you don't need to show your face, as it sounds, faceless, okay? So this business is perfect for you if you're a student, you are a stay-at-home mom, or you are a working class person, but your salary is not always enough. You know, making an average of $2,000 every single month, especially if you're living in my country, in Nigeria, that is about 3 million naira every single month, okay? So this is exactly what I'm about teaching you, or that's exactly what you're about starting. So if you're this kind of person who want to start an online business without announcing yourself to the public, without selling anything, without asking people to come and buy, without inviting people, that will invite other people to come and join before you make money, or without, looking for clients, okay? So this is the perfect business for you. You don't need to sell anything. All you just need to do is you create faceless content, you upload it on YouTube, and YouTube will start paying you at some point for this. So this training is actually to show you the scope of this business and also show you exactly how you can start making money, okay? I must say this very quick. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's for people who want to build a successful online business, people who want to build a passive income kind of business. Now, what it means is if you start this business, it might take like 1, 2, 3 months, but once you start making money, it will never stop, okay? So you start getting paid every single month from YouTube. And I'm very sure right now, you shouldn't be having that doubt in your mind or thinking if people make money from YouTube. You should already understand that a lot of people are making thousands of dollars every single month from YouTube, okay? Now, the person that's going to be taking this training is Franklin Emmanuel. As I said earlier, when you come to my DM, I've known Franklin since 2020 during that, COVID-19 period. But before then, this guy has been on YouTube since 2019. And during this period, he has made over $700,000 to himself from YouTube, okay? I personally actually learned from him. So that is why he will be the one taking you step by step on everything you need to do, okay? This guy do not make less than $20,000 every single month from this YouTube business. So you need to really calm yourself down and watch this video to the end. And if you stay in the end of this video, he's going to be giving you an offer that will allow you to join his community where I'm going to be, and he's going to be there, and you're going to be in the midst of people who are actually doing this business, okay? That will also help you to push you to actually set up your own business and become successful, okay? So that is another opportunity you're going to be having if you stay in the end of this video, okay? So that is it. If you're having any question, you can ask it in the comment section, or probably can come to my DM and ask those questions after the class, or probably you can hold it when you come to the community. You can always ask this question, all right? So that is it. Let's go.
So you can see right here on my phone screen, this is actually $17,000 that was just paid to me in the past 28 days. Yes, and it's all from Google, as you can see. But not just about me, guys, because when you come over here to my screen right now, you can basically see this is the first channel right here. And all they simply do is to create series of videos about animals and stuff like this. And there's no sound, there's nothing. Video all put together by AI, and they are making cool money for themselves. Now, when you come over to this next channel right here, this is another channel here, and all they do is actually to tell simple stories like this one, and you would actually see where they are making as much as $5,200 every single month. The first channel is actually making as much as $120K every single month. It is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. Guys, let me show you guys how you can actually start replicating what these people have done and start making cool money from YouTube without even showing your face, without even working long hours, and just by simply following this particular method I'm going to show you guys right here. Now, this particular method here is called YouTube Faceless Channels. That's you creating a YouTube Faceless channel. And the very first secret you actually need to do right here is to create a niche. You need to find a niche, and in order to pick a niche, one of the things that I usually look out for is one, a niche that has high demand, right? And two, a niche that actually has low competition, and three, it has very good monetization potential, because obviously, yes, you want to make money from this particular channel as well. Now, this is going to take me over to where I'm going to pick in a niche that will be able to tell simple stories and create simple videos like this other channel have done. And I can actually get to select something around social injustice or racial profiling. And I'm going to go over to ChatGPT, and what I'm going to do is to simply type this particular prompt on here on ChatGPT and say, I want to create a faceless YouTube channel in niches of social injustice, racial profiling. The aim is to tell stories around these niches. Suggest me some channel names, topics for my videos, and also story guide. Now, when I enter this into ChatGPT, ChatGPT goes ahead and start creating things for me. First of all, it creates me a channel name, and you can see here, it says, The Hidden Struggle, Face of Injustice, Truth in Shadows, Voices Unheard, Justice Chronicles, right? It gives me a couple of channel idea names, of which, if you are not okay with any of this channel, we can go ahead and switch up the name. So you want to go over to YouTube right now, you want to click on View All Channels and come over here. And from this very page, as you can see right now, you want to go ahead and click on Create a Channel. Now, we want to go ahead and give our channel a name, Justice Chronicles. And for the handle, we'll say Justice. Yeah. So once we have that, you can see we've entered it. It works. We're going to select a picture. And for the case of the picture, we are going to be uploading from our computer, right? So I'm going to click on Upload from Computer. And I'm going to go over to my downloads and pick up the file. Okay. So you can see this has been uploaded. We can proceed to create a channel for ourselves right now. Now, two things you actually need to do once your channel has been created is to make sure that you optimize your channel, right, based on the location and also the keywords that you want it to be optimized for. For example, I can actually come over here on this space and say, customize my channel. It's going to take me over to this Studio YouTube page. And once I'm on here, I can click on continue. And this is where I'm going to be able to create my banner image for my YouTube channel. And for the banner image, you can easily just go over to Canva and use the already existing image you have from ChatGPT to create a banner image. Or you could also simply ask ChatGPT to create a banner image for you. So I actually just used this particular prompt here where I said, create a banner image for me using the style of this particular logo created, and use the right sizes as well for a YouTube banner image, and say video upload daily, right? So you can basically see that this is exactly what it did. And maybe you might not actually like this particular style of what that's created here, but I think this is just very okay for a start. Who cares, right? I'm going to proceed right now to download this and come over to my channel. I'm going to upload it on here so that it actually sits at the top bar of my channel. And what I'm going to do next is to proceed to my settings, okay? Now, when I go over to my settings, I want to go over to channel, come over to the country of residence, and I'm going to select my country of residence right now. And for the keywords, I'm going to put in several keywords around this particular niche, right? So I can also ask ChatGPT and I say, so I said, yeah, give me some keywords for these niches, keyword around several niches, we need this style of content, and also what appeals to the audience. Make it about 450 characters long, all separated by commas. Right, so I'm going to enter this right now, and once I enter it, you can see that I'm already getting a couple of keywords, and these are actually about 450 characters long, because YouTube won't want you to go beyond 500, right? So you can see here 500. So once I have this done, I'm going to click on save. You can go ahead to actually get to unlock a couple of other verifications later on, verification by mobile phone and other options. But once this has been done, the next thing I want to do right now is to go ahead and start creating content for my YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I would say, So I'm actually putting in my prompt right now, and I'm like, okay, suggest me some topics in this particular niche, but I want something that is going to be with a lot of intrigue, suspense, and will also keep people engaged as well. And you can actually see right here, ChatGPT has helped me with a couple of topics, and this is, she was ignored until they discovered who she really was, right? A rude customer got the shock of his life. You can see here, they judged him until they saw his true identity. The woman everyone underestimated had secret powers. Now, these are a couple of, fictional stories that people just want to listen to understand, what went on with that particular, story, basically. So I'm just going to proceed right now to pick one single content on here, and I would say, so you can actually see I picked the title, and I'm like, write me a 1005 word story content on this title. This is going to form script for a YouTube video, so make it quite engaging using an expert story formula. And once I've inputted that in, you're going to see that ChatGPT is going to proceed right now to give me several formats of this particular story. Now, you can see here, I'm actually even getting two responses. And one right here, which is going to be on my left, is actually telling me a story like this one. And there's another one on the right telling me a different story, with different vibes and all, right? Now, once I already have these two pieces of content, I'm going to read through both of them, and I'll pick one that I'm going to use to proceed for my content. So with this two response, I'm going to be picking one, and I will just simply say I prefer this particular response. And what I'm going to do next is to open up this particular canvas. And once I open it up, I'm just going to copy this particular story right now, and I'll open a Google Doc. So I'm going to open a Google Doc right now, and I'll paste it in. Now, once I've pasted this in, I can read through the story and then make my edits as much as I want to. But once that has been done, I'm still going to go back to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is going to help me to generate my image. Now, there are other options that will help you to generate series of images for this particular piece of content, but I still would want to use ChatGPT in this very case, because it just works, right? It just works, okay? So I'm going to input this particular prompt right now. Generate me an image depicting the generator. And once I actually enter this particular prompt right now, you're going to see that ChatGPT is obviously going to help me with crafting up my content right away. Now, if you actually look right here, this is exactly what ChatGPT already, created for me as an image for this particular content. And what I'm going to simply do is to use this particular image for this particular story. You would actually see that, like the channel I actually showed you guys previously, they use one particular image all through the content, and that is exactly what I'm going to do here. But then there are cases where you might want to use, several types of content, have some transitions, some zoom in and zoom out and all, just to create this sense of, changes in that particular piece of content. But let's proceed, and I'll show you guys what to do, because next here, we're going to go over to Clipchamp. And when you come over to Clipchamp on here, this is a free tool that you can actually use to get started on here. There's a premium version, but you might not even need that particular one at all. Now, in this particular case on here, what I'm simply going to do is to go ahead and copy some piece of my content. For example, let me just say I'm copying out this first two paragraphs. I'll come over here on Clipchamp, and I'm going to paste the content inside of here. Okay, and you can see here the language here should be English. The voice, I can actually get to choose whichever voice. There are several voices here. Let's take, for example, I want it to be a lady, right, that is voicing this. I would say, okay, Evelyn, let me listen to her voice.
Choose from a variety of voices to help you create a story.
Okay, so once I've confirmed that this particular voice is okay for this piece of content, I can proceed to also change the vocal pitch and the pace, and I can also proceed right now to go ahead and save. Okay, now once I actually proceed to save this particular content on here, as you can see, you would actually notice that my voice is going to fall into, the timeline for editing. If I play this particular video right now, you see my voice playing already.
The hallways of Hamilton High School echoed with the sound of students rushing between classes.
Okay, so you can already see that we have that one now. And the next thing you might actually be concerned about is, okay, how do we upload the image that we already have? So I'm going to click on import media, go over to my downloads, and look for that particular image that we have on here. And since the image has been uploaded, I would bring it down to my timeline. And once it is on my timeline here, let me close up my timeline. Once it's on my timeline, I'm just going to drag it all through down the way, okay, to every piece of my content. And you would see that I already have this here.
The hallways of Hamilton High School echo.
And once I already have that, the next thing now is to add my captions, because what I want to do now is to also have my captions. And I'm going to say, yes, I want to auto caption with AI. I would say transcribe. And that is exactly what is going to be happening right now. Now, you already see that it has finished transcribing, and I'm just going to proceed to play.
High School echoed with the sound.
Now, this actually works. This is very beautiful. But the major thing is I might want to now switch up a couple of things. For example, change the font style, turn it to this, right? Increase it to maybe something larger, 24, right? And then add some advance to it. Okay, so we can actually play through our video right now.
Hamilton High School echoed with the sound of students rushing between classes. The lockers were lined with colorful stickers, the air filled with the chatter of teenagers. Among this bustle, there was one figure who was always there yet went unnoticed. Mr. Gerald, dressed in his faded blue jumpsuit, pushing a squeaky mop bucket, he blended into the back.
Awesome. So you can already see that this is something that I have simply created right now, right? So we already have our video, so you can easily go ahead and add other part of the story, munch it up together, and then drag this particular image. You can actually feel free to create more image with ChatGPT, or there are other tools you can also leverage on, maybe Leonardo AI or Ideogram, or other tools you can basically just use to, create more and more images based on the story and make, consistent characters and all, right? But this is exactly what we have right now, and the next thing we actually want to do is to proceed to export, because you can easily just export your video, and once you've exported your video, you want to go ahead and upload this particular content on YouTube. Now make sure that you actually optimize each piece of content you're uploading on YouTube, optimize the title, optimize with keywords, optimize the tags, and when you actually go ahead and publish, and before you proceed to publish, make sure that your thumbnail is something that is very catchy, because this is going to really determine how much your CTR is going to be. You don't want to have a very low percentage of CTR at a minimal rate. Okay, now once you've been able to do this, what you simply want to do next is to keep a consistent flow for this piece of content, right? Keep a consistent flow for this piece of content. You can actually be doing one content every single day, or maybe 2 or 3 a week, and all whatever suits your schedule. That's perfectly fine. But you can basically see that in the past 10 minutes I've actually created a full content for myself. That obviously means that you don't need to spend more than 10-15 minutes to create one single content, and it also means that you actually don't need multiple hours to create content for a whole week or a whole month. That is exactly the beauty of this particular process, because once you're even able to do this more frequently, you become way faster at creating your story and you are good to go. Now, why am I showing you all of this? I'm showing you all of this right now because at the point in my own life, I was actually at a 9-to-5 job where I was earning 30,000 naira salary. And this is the simple thing that I was able to use to scale my life within this short period of time for myself. And this obviously means that you can also leverage on this particular opportunity and make the most for yourself. And this is exactly where, at this point, I've traveled around the world. I actually consistently make cool dollars, and I want to share the same secret with you. As you can see here, this is a new channel that I started up with, and within the first month, we are doing over $500. We've scaled this particular channel right now to earning about $3,000 for ourselves. This is another place where I'm earning $9,000, another place here where I'm doing $8,000 in general on another channel, and I've grossed several hundred thousands of dollars right inside of here. So obviously, you're already aware that at this very point, I know exactly what I'm telling you. I'm not just bringing up several cases or trying to raise up, other people's results to come and show you. I have the results and I'm showing it to you right now. And you need to understand that there are several ways to make money online. There are several things that you might have tried, but you need to really take your time to look at what exactly has the biggest potential to earn you passive income over time. Because this right here is not affiliate marketing, where you have to always sell every single product in order to make money, right? Because with this particular one right here, it gets to the point where you create content, and years to come, that content make money for you, right? You don't have to constantly create content. For the past 4 months, I've not put any video on my channel, and I'm making cool thousands of dollars online. This is not Forex, where you have to be reading signals every day in order to be able to make cool money from Forex. This is not crypto, where you are waiting for one particular coin to be launched before you can make money. This is actually that model that you obviously need. Whether you are a student, whether you're a 9-to-5er, whether even if you're an old person right now, even if you are aged already, you can jump on this. So it doesn't really matter how busy you are at the moment. You're the only one holding yourself right now. And this right here is what I call the YouTube Accelerator program. I can actually liken this to a workshop, because this is a workshop where you get access to all of the information that would help you get started right now. Instead of you to go ahead and copy the method I showed you and start doing all of these things by yourself, which obviously will make you money. In short, I would really be glad that you took your own personal initiative and you ran with what I showed you and you start making cool bucks. Come over, I would still house you, send me your testimonials because obviously you learned it from me. But this particular method might be where you might want to do a couple more research, start looking for niches that will actually work for you, start looking for prompts, start looking for how to generate the videos, start looking for how to actually position your videos properly, start looking for the best set of images, start looking for how to design your thumbnails, how to write your titles, how to do everything YouTube, right? And you don't even know how to scale other than ads. And that is why I'm actually introducing this particular workshop to you guys right now, what I call the YouTube Accelerator program. It's more like a workshop that obviously will accelerate your success in this very space. And inside of here, you get a complete step-by-step system that would actually help you build a profitable, faceless YouTube channel using AI. But let me tell you the real truth, guys. Most people actually get to run along and they want to get something started for themselves without understanding that the reason for their failure over the past years is because they've never had a chance to experience what I call a roadmap. And this is exactly what I'm showing you right now, because first of all, you're going to be getting inside of here a comprehensive step-by-step system, which I actually value at $1,000, where you understand how to select high-demand niches with low competition, plan with several video topics and develop a content strategy, design attention-grabbing thumbnails that drives clicks, maximize viewer engagement and retention, find and use the right keyword, tags and topics, monetize your channel through AdSense and other income streams, analyze and track performance using YouTube analytics, create a content calendar with AI and maintain consistency, how you can avoid strikes on YouTube and ensure compliance with regulations, use AI tools to grow your channel organically, and how you can produce and edit high quality videos with AI, right? You're also going to be getting a couple of done for you templates here where I'm going to share with you guys the video scripts professionally written for different niches. I'm going to be giving you access to thumbnail templates that you can just grab and start creating attention grabbing thumbnails, and also a content workflow checklist that you can use as a guide. You also get access to my private community where you can connect with other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing right now, and you have access to more growth for yourself. You also get access to my bi-monthly Q&A sessions and also collaboration opportunities, because obviously if I'm doing very well and I just mention your channel, you start getting a lot of views and you start getting a lot of attention and audience on there, and that relates to money. Okay, you also get a couple of bonus toolkits because there are a couple of tools that I will just give you access to, a couple of higher premium tools. Obviously, yes, you can actually leverage on free tools to do everything I've showed you here, but maybe you actually want to access a couple of premium tools. There are some which I've selected that I might just give you access to, like in the community, right? So if I should put all of this value together, the core training modules, the done for you template, the exclusive community, the one-on-one coaching calls, and the AI toolkits, honestly, it is actually going to be about $2,850. Now, converting that, let's say dollars at about 1617 today, that is like 4.8 million naira. But then if you even pay 4.8 million naira today, you would obviously get this money back in 6 months. Yes, because that channel you are growing in 6 months, if you follow this particular roadmap, would actually earn you over $5,000 to $10,000, which is way more than 4.8 million naira you're going to be paying right now. But what am I going to be doing here? I'm going to be giving you a golden ticket right now that would actually help you to maximize the potential of this opportunity that you have listened to. Because I said it earlier, there are only two reasons people are actually broke: because you do not have access to information, and because you have access to information and you're not able to work on it. But to maximize the potential of this information you've actually heard right now, I want to give you that very golden opportunity to access this product, because I believe that it's actually not a fight about me and you. The fight is not about me and you. It is me, you versus poverty, right? And that's why I'm doing this right here. So even with my result, I need to push through for other people to also get results like me and start doing so much well for themselves, because it's not me and you competing. Let's go and fight with the poverty that is actually on your head, right? So let's go ahead, because now you can get access to this for just 50,000 naira. And I'm just going to open this up. You can see here, I'm leaving it at 20%, but I'm going to leave it for 50 people, after which I'm going to close this particular opportunity, because obviously you don't need it. You don't even need to sleep on it to get access right now. Okay. Now you want to go ahead, look at the link on my screen, make payment, right? Make payment to these details right here, or click the button link down below. Just click the button link down below this particular video, and get access, make payments for this particular program instantly. Okay, get access and make payments instantly. You can also use the link and just directly, pay online, right? But you don't want to waste a second on this. Look at somebody here that was just monetized and already made her first $100, right? If you're actually going to pay 50,000 for this particular product today, right? Obviously, note that it's going to change, because maybe when you're watching this particular video, it's now 100K or 200K, right? But if you actually jump on board with 50,000 right now, you can actually see right here that someone has done $100 within a month and 7 days after monetization, right? And this is about 170K. You've actually made your money back in just crazy, right? This is someone that actually posted 9 videos and has done over $197 already, right? This is over about, let's say, 250, 300,000 naira with just one single video, and this person has actually scaled. This is another person here doing $500 every single month, as you can see right here. The person has actually scaled to making $2,000 monthly, right? I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to, start adding a lot of bullshit and fluffs on this particular video, but the major thing is, ask yourself this particular question: where will you be 6 months from now if you do not start this particular program today? Now, if you can't boldly and confidently answer this particular question, then maybe you actually want to go ahead and jump on this particular program, because this is obviously going to change your life. I'm saying this obviously because this is something that you're going to get started with doing right now, and it won't even take much of a time. Like, you can literally spend about 10 hours every single week, and you are doing so much for yourself. Sack your boss, right? Start living life on your own terms, and you're good to go. Now, if you actually want to get access to this information, I don't know, you might have a couple of questions you actually want to ask, but then you can always just, right? Go ahead, smash the button, make payments, join us inside and ask all of your questions, right? Whether this particular program will actually give you access to tools. The tools you're going to be using will be for free, right? Even if you're going to get access to premium tools, I can assure you that you're going to start making money before you even want to start buying those premium tools. Obviously, which means that you are doing like almost 50 to 100x of the amount you spend on tools in the first place, right? Do you think you're going to have the time for this particular program? Obviously, yes. You don't need to spend hours on it. If you can dedicate as little as 10 hours every single week, you can schedule content for a whole month within this space of time. Are you too old to jump on this? There is no age barrier in this particular case. As far as you can actually go ahead and create a YouTube channel, you can have access to every of the things I'm going to share with you guys right now. What other excuses or what other questions do you have? Go ahead and click the link down below and jump on this. You've seen this video right now, you might not get access to it again, right? So this might just be your last opportunity, and thank you guys later. I'll see you soon.
All right. So that's pretty much you need to know about this Faceless YouTube Accelerator program. Listen, the best person you can learn from when it comes to YouTube, Faceless YouTube business is Franklin. Okay. Now, if you are serious with this business, you can even make up to $9,000 every single month. Yes. They'll be at a point where you start making that much if you're serious with this business. Okay. Even if you're a busy person, I advise you to take it. As you know me, I do copy trading. I do content marketing, and I also do YouTube automation. All right. So in fact, at some point, I just have to hire people. I actually live in Nigeria and labor is cheaper. Okay. So what I do is I hire people. I go on Indeed and I just hire people that will be taking care of my channel. Okay. At the end of the month, I'll just pay them small thing like 50, 100,000 monthly. They'll create video for me. They'll send it to me. Maybe weekends or when I have time, I can just go on YouTube and I'll just schedule those videos, okay? So they can just be coming up on YouTube and people will start seeing them, okay? So that is how easy this business is. I would advise you to accept this offer and get into the Faceless YouTube Accelerator program, okay? Now, here is it. If you are getting this program tonight, if you are going to be among the first 20 people who are going to be getting this, this training, probably in the next 24 hours, let me extend it to the next 24 hours, I'll be giving you what I call the profitable niche selection. Now, this is like a high and advanced intensive research I've done on the most profitable niche you can actually start with, okay? So now I'm actually going to 100. Right now I'm at 10 most profitable niche, okay? So once you made your purchase, which I'm going to be showing you after, this, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to make the purchase, okay? So once you made your purchase, send me a screenshot of your receipt. I'll send you this for free, okay? So this is me trying to help you, okay? Now you're going to be having access to it. I'll be updating it based on my research, okay? I'm actually going to 100. So what it means, you're going to be having about 100 most profitable niche you can start. But right now, as at the time of doing this video, we are currently at 10. So now let me show you exactly how to have access to this program, okay? So what you want to do right now is check on the page. There's going to be a button So click on that button that says access. Okay, so once you click on that button, it's going to send you to this page, what you are seeing right here. Okay, so once you're on this page, now here is what you can do. So you just click on this button, this green button that says show me the secret. Okay, so once you click on that show me the secret, just wait for it to load. It will take you to this page. Okay, so as you can see, if you're among the first 20 people, you're going to be having this for just 50,000 naira. Okay, so what you want to do is actually entering your first name. Your first name is actually your real name. Okay, my own is Siaka, right? I will just write Siaka. Then your last name is your father's name. Okay. Momo Jimo, and I'll enter my email address. Okay, it's my email address, then my phone number, okay. So I'll choose the payment method, which is going to be Paystack. All right, I'll choose on Paystack Naira because I'm literally living in Nigeria. But if you're not living in Nigeria and you want to still have access to this program, there's going to be another second link in the comment section that says, outside Nigeria. It's going to be in dollars now. It's going to cost you around $35 to $40 to get access to this program tonight. Okay, so what you want to do if you're not in Nigeria is actually clicking on that link. Okay, so now once I'm here, I'll click on checkout. Then I click on I understand. All right, so once you're on this page, so what you want to do is actually choosing your payment method. You want to pay with card or you want to pay with bank transfer. Okay, like me, I don't even know where my card is now, so I usually pay with bank transfer. Okay, so I'll click on pay with transfer and it's going to give me an account number to make payment to. So I'll just copy. All right, I'll copy it right now and the amount is 50,000 naira. I'll go into my bank app and I'll open it. All right, so I'm logged into my bank. So what I want to do is actually doing the transfer. Okay, I'll select the bank. I'll go back and try to know which bank. So the bank is Paystack Titan. Okay, so I'll come here. Your own might be different if you're using different bank. It's just like normal transfer. All right, so I just choose on Paystack Titan and I'll enter the account number I've copied and I'll enter the amount, which is 50,000 naira. And I'll click on proceed. Okay, so I'll enter my PIN. Yeah, so this transfer is successful. So I'll go back to the page and tell them I've sent the money. Okay, I'll click on I've sent the money and just give it like a few seconds or a few minutes, and yeah, your payment is successful. All right, so once it shows this, so what you want to do is click on OK. Now it now redirects you to Emmanuel, where he's going to take you from there. Okay, as you can see here, so what you want to do is click on get access, and yeah, so it will take you to Franklin and he will add you to the community. If you ask you to send your receipt, send it to him so he will confirm that you are not just an ordinary person who's chatting with him, you actually made purchase for this program. Okay, so yeah, that is it. And if you have any question, you can just ask me in my inbox or in my DM. That is it. Okay, so and I will see you in the community. I'm waiting for you. Okay.